Just like the letters A and E, the letter I can make a different sound when combined with the letter R. The IR letter combination can make an sound. That's the same sound we heard with the letters ER. For example, teacher or painter. The IR letter combination can make that same sound. To demonstrate this, I'm going to talk about my favorite animal. I'm going to talk about birds. Now, birds don't wear clothes like people do. Birds don't wear shirts or skirts. Birds have feathers. Birds have feathers so they can fly. Birds have feathers so they can keep warm in the winter when it's cold outside. And birds don't talk like people do. Birds chirp. It's always nice to hear the sound of birds chirping in the morning when you wake up and have your first cup of coffee. Now the males and the females, or the boys and the girls, are sometimes quite different. The males are sometimes prettier than the females. This is because the males use their beautiful colors to flirt with the females. Ooh, look at that stud with his beautiful bright red feathers.
I I love you.
Sometimes the males and the females are exactly the same. Now, what do birds eat? Lots of birds eat seeds. Other birds eat insects. Others eat fruits and nuts. Some birds eat worms. There's a very common bird called a robin, and robins pull worms right out of the dirt. Some birds eat sugar. That's right, hummingbirds are beautiful and very, very tiny. And when they fly, they make a humming sound, which is why they're called hummingbirds. Now, hummingbirds have a sweet tooth, just like I do. They eat the sugar produced naturally by flowers and plants. And if you'd like, you can buy a hummingbird feeder and feed hummingbirds. And you can make your own hummingbird food. It's really easy. Let me demonstrate. First, add 1 cup of water to a container. I like to use a coffee pot. Second, add 1/4 cup of sugar. Third, stir in the sugar really well. And that's it. You can then pour it into the feeder. Now all birds get thirsty and need water. I have a bird bath, and birds come to the bird bath to drink the water and also to bathe, to clean their feathers. Now the IR letter combination can also make the sound IR. It has 2 parts. The first part is the long I sound, I, and the next part is the sound. They kind of blend together. IR, IR. Let's look at some examples. I also have a bird feeder. I fill the feeder with seeds and nuts and then admire all of the beautiful birds that come. My bird feeder has a baffle. This is so squirrels can't get on the feeder. Squirrels love seeds and nuts too, and if a squirrel gets on the feeder, it will ruin your entire bird feeding experience. Now, birds are everywhere. You can see birds up in the sky, you can see them in the trees, and you can see them on wires. And if you make a bonfire at night, you might be lucky enough to spot an owl. Owls are very interesting birds. They have circular faces, and they like to eat mice. Now, in rare cases, the IR letter combination can make an ear sound. Ear. This is the same as the ER as well. For example, teacher and painter are examples of careers. The IR letter combination can make that sound as well, but it's very rare. It's not common. Let's look at some examples. Now, a big danger for birds are windows. Birds can't see the glass, and windows are like mirrors. So when birds see a window, they see the reflection of the trees and the sky, and birds often crash into windows. Now, sometimes the bird will die, but sometimes the bird will survive. Now, it will be a little delirious for a little while, and then it will fly away. And all we can do is pray for a miracle that the bird will be okay. I put up stickers on my window. Birds can see the stickers, and then they won't crash into it. How about you? Do you like birds, or are you afraid of birds? Some people are afraid. Is there a certain type of bird that you like the most?